The assassination of JFK, Pearl Harbor, the explosion of the Space Shuttle Challenger. They are all pivotal moments in American history.
But 11 years ago, another defining moment was added to that list.
Yes, of course, most of us can remember exactly where we were when we first heard the news on September 11th. With that in mind, News Channel 5's Chris Conti brings us this story tonight.
I think that's probably a moment that I'll remember the rest of my life.
On a day that we all can't seem to forget, there is one thing we will always remember.
Where were you on 9/11?
Where were you on 9/11?
It's a simple question, and yet its answers are simply profound.
I was actually in Montreal up at university. I was walking back from class and heard about it from a friend.
I was at my parents' house in Laurel, Nebraska.
I was actually in 7th grade in a history class.
I was at home in Chattanooga.
I'll never forget. It was I was in middle school, and I remember walking into a math class and seeing a teacher crying and not knowing why.
It was a defining moment, a moment that now defines us.
I was reliving the day.
Maybe that's why it all seems so fresh, so vivid.
Seeing that building just go brrr, like that, you're just like, oh my gosh.
You know, I saw a newscast this morning, and I saw the airplanes coming in again and again. It just kind of hurts.
In a time when we all seem to have trouble finding common ground, there is one thing we all seem to have in common.
It's something that's never going to get out of your head.
Knowing where we were 11 years ago on this day.
You don't really remember too many specific moments in your life, but that's one I do remember.
One thing we can all remember on a day we can't seem to forget.
Then it was almost a sense of not really believing and being in shock that all that just happened in the course of a day.
Chris Conti, News Channel 5 HD.
So where were you on September 11th? We want you to answer that question on our Facebook page. Just go to newschannel5.com. That's where you can find a link to our page and leave your comment. We'll be right back.